Welcome to Trinity Council, where we strive to bring clarity and depth to your faith. Today, we're going to dive into 5 powerful and often forgotten lessons from the teachings of Jesus. These lessons have the potential to radically transform your life, renewing your faith and guiding you toward a new purpose. If you feel like you're in need of spiritual renewal, these words might be exactly what you need. Ready to discover these profound and impactful truths? When we think of the teachings of Jesus, some messages quickly come to mind: loving your neighbor, forgiveness, seeking justice. However, there are teachings of Jesus that, despite being equally important, often go unnoticed or are misunderstood. In this video, we will rediscover 5 of these lessons that not only can transform the way you see the world, but also deepen your relationship with God. Lesson 1. The power of silence and solitude. The first lesson we want to highlight is the power of silence and solitude. Jesus frequently withdrew to isolated places to pray and connect with the Father. He knew that in the midst of the world's noise, it is difficult to hear God's voice and discern His will. In today's fast-paced world, where we are constantly surrounded by information and distractions, the practice of seeking moments of silence and solitude is more relevant than ever. We need these moments to renew our spiritual strength, recharge our souls, and hear the still, small voice of God that guides and comforts us. It's not just about being alone. It's about creating a space where God can speak directly to your heart. These moments of solitude are opportunities for deep reflection, for confessing our fears and anxieties, and for seeking divine guidance. Try incorporating more silence and solitude into your routine and see how your connection with God deepens. Lesson 2. The joy of simplicity. The second lesson is about the joy of simplicity. Jesus lived a simple life, without luxury or excess. He was born in a manger, lived as a carpenter, and taught that true happiness does not reside in material wealth, but in simplicity and contentment. In a world that values the accumulation of goods, status, and power, Jesus' message is a call to rediscover the joy in a simple life. Simplicity frees us from constant worries about material things and allows us to focus on what really matters: our relationship with God and with others. By living simply, we learn to appreciate the small blessings of each day and find inner peace. This lesson invites us to reflect on our priorities and seek a more meaningful life, less focused on consumption. Lesson 3. Unconditional forgiveness. The third lesson is about unconditional forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of Jesus' central messages, but truly forgiving can be one of the most difficult challenges we face. Jesus taught us to forgive not only those who apologize, but everyone, unconditionally, just as He forgives us. This type of forgiveness is liberating because it frees the soul from bitterness and resentment that corrode our inner peace. But how can we forgive when we feel deeply hurt? The answer lies in Jesus' example. He forgave those who crucified Him, showing that forgiveness does not depend on others' actions, but on our own willingness to release the hurt. By forgiving, we are not only obeying a commandment, but also making room for healing and for God's presence in our lives. Let's explore how we can apply this lesson of forgiveness in our daily lives and experience the freedom it brings. Lesson 4. Loving your enemies. The fourth lesson, and perhaps one of the most radical, is loving your enemies. Jesus called us to a love that goes beyond what is easy or comfortable. He taught us to love, pray for, and bless those who persecute us. In a world where revenge and hatred are often exalted, this lesson is a call to break the cycle of retaliation and evil. Loving your enemies does not mean approving their actions, but choosing to respond with compassion and grace instead of anger and bitterness. This kind of radical love has the power to transform not only our hearts, but also the hearts of those who have wronged us. It is a living testimony of Christ's love within us. Let's reflect together on how we can cultivate this love in difficult situations and turn conflicts into opportunities for spiritual growth. Lesson 5. The importance of faith amidst the storm. The fifth and final lesson we will explore today is the importance of faith amidst life storms. We all face difficulties and challenges that test our faith and make us question God's purpose for us. But Jesus taught us to keep our faith strong, even in the most difficult circumstances. He calmed physical storms, but he also gave us the example of how to calm the storms within us. Having faith in adversity means trusting that God is in control, even when everything seems to be out of order. It is believing that, regardless of the circumstances, He is working for our good. Let's see how we can strengthen our faith during trials and find peace knowing that Jesus is with us in every storm. These 5 forgotten lessons from Jesus' teachings are more than just words. They are invitations to a transformed life. When we apply these lessons in our daily lives, we begin to live a life that reflects the love, peace, and joy that Jesus promised to all of us. But for that to happen, we need to not only listen, but also practice these truths. If you found these lessons valuable, subscribe to Trinity Council and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Each new piece of content is an opportunity to strengthen your faith and draw closer to God. And don't forget to share this video with friends and family who can also benefit from these powerful messages. May God bless you abundantly, and we'll see you in the next video.